filling in the gap between Episodes 6, Return of the Jedi, and 7, The Force Awakens. We are here discussing the interlude from Chuck Wendig's Aftermath, Servarcos. The interludes of Aftermath are bringing many of the planets and systems we've known or heard about back into canon. Having had very little activity on it in the legend stories, Servarcos is known as a mining planet. Mines run by slavers who serve the Empire. Not to sound like the start of a bad joke, but this interlude involves a Weequay, a Quarren, and a one-armed Wookiee, slaves who have found themselves caught in the middle of a battle. Having been slaves for a while now, they do not seem to want to take part in the fighting, afraid of what would happen if the Empire caught up to them. But Greybach, the Wookiee, encourages them to fight and support the rebels who are trying to drive out the Imperials and the slavers. Greybach, formerly a tribal diplomat, roars the battle cry of his people and makes his way towards a cage which contains 3 giant rancors. He destroys the electric fence that kept them at bay and lets loose the rancors on the battlefield. Greybach is approached by one of the slavers, a Zygarian. Greybach was being attacked by the slaver's weapon, being shocked to death. Just as all hope seemed lost, Hatchet, the Weequay, appears over him, who came from behind, knocking out the slaver. Greybach was conscious long enough to express his thanks before passing out. When he came to, he discovered that the rebels had won the fight. When they asked a passing rebel what was to become of them, she said, "I don't know. Nobody knows. But you're free, though." The 3 of them decide to just start walking and see what the galaxy has in store for them. This is the 3rd interlude that discusses the direct result after the rebels have driven out the Empire from an area. First, we have the Imperial Academy on Oiter, then the Zahn who described the results on Gan Moradir, and now here on Servarcos. Each one shows us a different side of how the Galactic Civil War is changing different aspects of society and people's lives. As we continue to explore these interludes, we are getting a better sense of the complexity of the Star Wars universe, and the thought that is being put into everything, how society as a whole and each of its individual pockets are being affected by the conflict. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to keep up with all the insight and analysis found here at Star Wars: The Canon Explained. You can also follow us on Twitter or visit us on Facebook. Till next time, may the Force be with you.